Yo, what's up guys? Team Taccy Timmy's here. Alright, who are you? What'd you do?
Hello. I'm Hanna, Friedlander. I got top 16 at South Island State Championship with Pearly.
Oh my goodness, alright. Show us what the show us the go. Show us the go.
So for the Pearly engine, we've got 2 white cats, 2 black. I play 2 because you don't want to draw into these. Obviously the value comes from special summoning them, especially if you have street up, which is what I'm going to show you next. So for spell cards, you've got 3 street. These are really good, these are really handy. 3 my friend, that's pretty standard. And then of course we go into our memories. 3 pretty.
Yeah, to eat up cards.
Yeah, eat up cards. I had to remember not to say eat. Take. 3 happy, fantastic for OTKing.
Yeah. The number of times you had to explain, like, no, you're dead now.
Yeah. I had a game where I was like, if you can't stop this, you will die, and they just let me play it out, so that was great. 2 delicious, semi-limited cards, so, and then the 2 sleepy.
Yeah, maybe they'll come back to 3 one day.
I hope so. With the new support, it'd be pretty cool if they do.
Yeah.
And then the 1 Yeep. I know that Yeep is semi-limited, but you really only need the 1. I think it's valuable for getting your first X Noir out, but by that point, I think no one can really beat it over it anyway, so they're probably gonna win. So that's pretty much the Pearly Engine. I do play Cash Engine as well, just for, like, it's strong, but also situationally, if you have cards that are problematic, you can use them.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, like, if I didn't want to go into my Pearly Engine immediately, I just go into cash stuff, go into battle, do cash stuff, and hopefully break their board enough that I can build up an X Noir in main 2.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Pretty good. So yeah, I played 3 Fenrir. Just because Fenrir I think is scarier between itself and Unicorn, so I just play the 1 Unicorn.
I mean, going second Fenrir applies so much pressure, so.
Yeah. So like, especially going second, I sided out Unicorn a lot. Unicorn searches birth, and this is just standard. And then I just play the 1 Wraithsoth if I need access to the Cash Engine. For non-engine cards, play 3 Dark Ruler, 3 Ultimate Slayer. This goated card.
Goated card, yeah.
Yeah, won me a lot of games. Because I think the strength of it comes from the fact that you can't activate monster effects in response. So if I activate this and you don't have any back row to like stop it, just your big guy gets cleared. And I think a lot of decks sort of ended on like 1 big dude.
Yeah, I mean, like a detonator or like a Desiree or something, you can just like clear it
Yeah.
away pretty easily.
So
Yeah. Would you play hand traps over these, or do you prefer the board breakers?
I prefer board breakers. Since I'm still relatively new to the game, I don't really know where to hand trap. I probably shouldn't be giving myself away like this, but yeah, I that's why I main the Dark Ruler Ultimate Slayer, just because it's easier. I found my game style easiest when I can break their board and then just build up an X Noir on my turn or in main 2, and then they can't out the big noir, the big cat. So the 1 hand trap I do play though is draws. I play 3 of those. This just, I think in the current meta, hurts a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it definitely seemed like that when I was playing, so it was good. I do have, so I play a 41 card deck. So I do play 1 Black Oat Last. This is just really good card to use as discard footer for your Pearly Memories. just because it's got a really strong graveyard ability, so you can banish it, and then you can't activate the effects of the declared monster. So it's pretty strong. So it outs, you could declare Desiree or a detonator, and that really helped.
Or Murakumo even.
Yeah, Murakumo, except anyways. One terraforming. I rarely use this, to be honest. I think it's there if you need to have access to street or raid soft, but one called by, strong one of, and I play one thrust and one talent as well. I didn't really play this too much, to be honest. I did play talent. I hard drew in talents quite a number of times, so I most often use the draw effect or the look at your opponent's hand effect. But the drawing with Purrely is really handy because the more cards that you have to your disposal, the better to get your big cat out. That's the game plan. That's the game plan, really. Is just get Big Noir out, and you pretty much win.
Nice, 41 card deck. Nice.
Yeah. So.
Anything you'd change about it?
Yeah. I ideally, as I said, like drawing is so beneficial for the deck. So I would have liked to have played like Fulos and things like that, but just didn't have the moolah for that. So
yeah, I mean it's so budget friendly, right?
Yeah. My Pearly deck was $40. I've spent more on my accessories, like the mat, than I have on the actual deck. So.
All right, let's see the extra deck.
Okay, extra deck. So my extra deck is pretty tight. We have the Pearly Exes monsters. I play one of these, and I play 2 of the plump, and only the 1 X Noir. A lot of decks play 2 X Noir because it is like your most of the time end board, but because of the Yeep, and he comes back to your extra deck, unless you're versing against like a unicorn and they have the ability to banish it, you can recycle just the 1, and so I found that there's no point in taking up too much space in my extra deck with 2. But obviously plump being the easiest one to get access to Noir, that's why you have the 2 plump available in your extra deck.
Do you catch many people off guard with like their secret effects?
The only time, so what is really handy is beauty plus happiness combo. So oftentimes people will, if they're going first, they'll place their monsters in defense position, and beauty does have a secret effect where if you you can quick effect attach a memory that you've just activated, and it will change the battle position of one of your opponent's monsters. And so you pair that with your happiness to OTK them, and they can't do anything about it, even if they put their monsters in defense. Anime SP, standard. I did go into this maybe once, I think, but didn't really find too much use for it. This is really useful for when you get stopped. So Purrely is often a good target for imperm if you don't have street up, and so then you're pretty much out of resources and you just want to link off the 1 cat into an anima and then make an SP or something with a different body. I also play 1 Zeus and 1 Typhon situationally. I didn't use Zeus in the tournament, but I did use Typhon once because there are a lot of decks that have some pretty big bodies, and so it just cancels out all of those ones that are over 3,000.
Chicks Detonator, Chicks Murakumo, Chicks massive Desirees as well.
Yes. So as I mentioned earlier, my extra is pretty tight, and that's because 4 of the slots are taken up by my ultimate Slayer targets. But these were really handy. Yeah. I mean, what is this? This helps against blue eyes. And they all have also graveyard effects as well, which is what makes them really good targets for Ultimate Slayer. So some of them allow me to draw cards. Some of them will allow you to bounce a secondary card off of the field as well. So just really handy to have these targets for Ultimate Slayer.
Oh,
I play
my
a
God,
giant.
what is this?
So this is like something that I play in time as a burn option. And it goes alongside one of the cards in my side deck, which is Moogle Archfiend. So pretty much you can, you only need 2 level 1 monsters to overlay into Giant, and so it doesn't matter if they stop the effects of your cats. If you're in time, you just need access to 2 memories to bring out 2 cats. And yeah, overlay into Giant. Giant will let you add Archfiend to your hand, and you can activate Archfiend, summon on the opponent's field, and then if you detach your materials from Giant, it will pop and burn your opponent for 1,000. So
It's pretty handy.
it is very handy. Given that Pearly loses in time, because we have to pay life for my friend, it is very, very handy to have these
Nice.
available.
Nice.
So that's one of those cards in my side deck that is that works in time. The other one that the goat of the tournament
Dogwood.
was Dogwood. So I play 3 of these in my side deck. At one point I had 20,000 life.
What happened there?
I was playing against a branded player, and maybe they just didn't realize that time was getting close, but I dogwooded them, and they just kept playing. And Damien, one of the guys from the team, came over, and he saw the life points, and he was like, what is going on? Pretty good. The one time I did get cucked by it was when I was going up against Harrison. I dogwooded him, and he did have a target, or he had already burned me with Cowboy, and he did have a target that for special summon that was less than 800, so fortunately I lost that one, but otherwise this won me a lot of games.
Nice.
The other side deck cards that I play, 3 Dig Fisher. Oh, this also fantastic. Check Stroll. So yeah, because Pearly doesn't send your monsters to your grave or anything. You want them on the field. This is great to just throw down as your first thing, which then checks Stroll and all that good stuff. And yeah, hurts a lot of decks. Really
does
hurts. All of them, really.
Yeah. Die-Fi's good card. Die-Fi's good card.
Die-Fi
Floodgate's
good card. Shifter good.
Yeah.
Good card.
Shifter good.
Play 3 evenly.
Nice. How many people did you
Fantastic.
catch off guard? Did you jump scare anyone when you said battle phase?
I didn't actually get to evenly anybody. But paired with Dark Ruler, which was in my main deck, fantastic. Dark Ruler, them enter battle evenly. They can't do anything.
Crazy 2-card combo.
Yeah, and because Pearly is so strong, like just building up your board, it's not an offensive deck. It's a tower deck, so your main goal is to get to the X Noir. It doesn't matter if you don't,
Yeah. And the number of people that are just like, I guess I just can't out a Noir.
Yeah. A lot of people will try to play around it. The branded player did end up getting into a Mary Jade. to clear the noir, but it took them 35 minutes to do that. So, you know. and then they gave me 20,000 life points on the next game. So, I play 2 Lightning Storm and Harpies as well. This also won me a lot of games, going second. Yeah, people see it and they're like, oh, crap. So, and I also play 2D barrier. Just the 2. I do need, well, one, firstly, because I need the slot for Archfiend, but it's also very easily searchable off of the thrust if I have it in my main. This didn't come up, mainly because a lot of decks seem to play different engines that you know, go into different kinds of cards, and that is something that I will be trying to tweak with my own deck, because if I get hit with a D barrier, I'm cooked. So I am going to be adding a little bit of a synchro engine, and tweaking the deck a little bit and seeing how that goes. But yeah, that was my deck.
Yeah. Any shout outs?
Shout out to the guys. Nah, honestly, like, all the guys are really cool. They're really sweet. I feel like I've had a team of mentors over the last year that I've been learning how to play this game, and it's been a lot of fun. And great weekend. And shout out to my best friend and partner, Roger Yan. Thanks for filming me. Yeah. Shout out Card Merchant Donated.
Yeah,
shout out
good
to
job.
Greg.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thanks. All right. Bye.